Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. This is the solar return that I'm doing for our Libra-centric people. So if the sun is in Libra, the moon is in Libra, North Node, your ascendant, if you have a lot of planets, personal planets or placements in Leo, like a stellium in Leo, Libra, then that would be good for you to watch this. I'm doing the reading as I've been doing, explaining the cards in the tarot that represent each sign. And this is for our Libra solar return that would start on September 23rd, 2017 through October 22nd, 2018, next year. So this is your solar return. Okay, I'm doing these recordings early. I don't know if you've been watching my other videos. Hurricane Irma is about to hit Florida, and that's where I live the last 20 years. So in case we have a power outage like we did about 13 years ago for 2 weeks, I figured I'm just putting them up as much as I can and get on so that my viewers do have some readings to watch. So if they don't all get up, I'm sorry, and it's not that I went away. It's just that it would mean that I was unable to. But thank you everyone who's been watching and sharing and subscribing. And please do subscribe and like if you enjoy this video content. But let's begin with our wonderful Librans. Now, your most likable trait is your charm, and Libra's glyph is the only glyph in the zodiac that doesn't represent a living thing. It is the fulcrum, which are the scales, and that's what Librans seek, harmonic balance in their lives with relationships. Now, that means all relationships. Okay, anyone that you can have relationship with, self and other, whatever content they are in your life. So looking at our Librans, we know that they are a masculine sign. Okay, they are also an air sign, which air in the tarot are the swords. So that's the mental realm, intellect, logic. Okay, but it's also the way you communicate or speak yourself clearly. It is a cardinal sign. The cardinal signs are signs that begin something, they start. So like Libra starts the new season of autumn in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere it is their spring. Okay, so we know that the scales signify balance and equilibrium, order and justice also. The planet that rules Libra is Venus. Now Venus also rules Taurus, okay? But Libra does rule the lower part of the back, the lumbar region, and also like the kidneys. So that's where you're more prone to have any problems. The lower back, your buttocks, the kidneys, they suffer from lower back strain and problems in that region, or kidney infections too. So just on a side note, just to know that that's your kind of weak part of your body or prone to these injuries. And your saying that you would always say is, I balance. That is your motto. Now, looking at the cards here, we'll start here with the tarot, with the Decans of Libra. The Decans are the 10 days. So there's 30 days for all of the signs. So the first 10 days is September 23rd to October 2nd. And that's the Two of Swords. So for anyone in that birth date, those 10 days, this is the card that represents your birth date. And your keyword is magnetism. The constellation for this 10 days is Corvus the Crow, symbolizing idealism and sense of duty. And your sub-ruler is Venus, which is your ruling planet. Okay, so that's for you, the Two of Swords, and those are the 10 days. The next 10 days for the Three of Swords would be October 3rd through October 13th, the second decan. Your keyword is endurance. Your constellation is Centaurus the Centaur. It's the magical half-man, half-horse that symbolizes duality in human beings. And the planetary sub-ruler for this card is Uranus. That's the planet of change, shocking change, revelation, unexpected things, but it's your genius factor also. And then the last 10 days, the decanate for October 14th through October 22nd, is the Four of Swords. So your key word is order, and your constellation is Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. It's like the bridal crown of Ariadne. Christian astronomers called it the crown of thorns. Corona Borealis symbolizes achievement And your sub-ruling planet is Mercury, which is also another air signs ruler. Mercury does rule Virgo and Gemini. So those are your minor arcana, the things that are everyday things in our lives, okay, the little secrets in life, all right? Now for the big secret, the majors, your cards are the Empress number 3, which is Venus, and you can see the symbol for Venus, the glyph here. Okay, the Empress is potential fulfilled. This is the creative energy. Many Librans are highly creative in one way or another, that they like to create. It's music, the arts, sciences, talent that they express themselves to find balance in, but that they create things. And typically the Empress is construed as forever pregnant, meaning abundance. She's always ready to birth something and create something in life. The other major arcana for Libra is justice, and that's number 11. Justice is symbolic of balance. In this deck, too, you could see she represents that of like, with the scales of justice, anything for legalities as well that you might have going on. All right, and it shows that the steps that you take in your life to find balance. Now, the court card that represents Libra is the Queen of Swords. Okay, highly magnetic, highly intellectual, highly logical, the mental realm. You see her third eye open. She's looking for that clarity. That's very much that Queen of Swords energy. Though it does represent many other things, we know that the Queen breathes life into the King's ideas. And this woman is highly intellectual and very mental. Could be a little aloof at times, or seem very cool. She's caring and feeling, but she's more about the mental realm than the emotional realm. So these represent our Libran cards. I hope you did enjoy that. And now let's get on with our reading. I'm just going to shift everything over here. And the layout that I'm doing is a card for 2 months of the year, for every month, 2 months. Every card is 2 months. Okay, so let's see. Let me get this out of the way. So we're looking at the first couple of months with the Two of Pentacles. So there could be some imbalance going on, and that's very difficult for Librans to deal with. It could be that you're juggling money right now. You know, with this card, it's saying this is just a period that you're going through, a transit. And I know it may feel like it's rough for you because you see all the turbulent waters here all around you, and the ships in the storm. It kind of reminds me of this pending hurricane that's about to hit us. But you see your balance on this 1 foot, like in the yoga stance of tree. And you're balancing, but yet you're juggling. Now, you do have your eye on one thing in hand, like that which you've already got solidified. The other one your eye isn't on, maybe it's something that you are looking to create and bring into your life. And in the meantime, you have to juggle your affairs until that can make manifest. So whether this is anything about finances, a relationship, money, health, a job, career, a vocation, a trade, you've got your eyes set on the sights. And you feel very balanced in it, that you're looking to take on something else. And we see this lemniscate figure here, okay? The infinity symbol. It's flux. Okay, motion, always in motion. Energy, always in motion. And I have to tell you, though, we're looking at this raging sea around you. So there's a lot of turbulent emotions. And for the card of the Pentacles, we really want to see grounding stability in emotions. Now, while this storm is raging around you, it does look like you have an imperturbable look on your face, like you're not fazed by this, which is great. So it looks like you will be able to maintain your balance, hold on for a while as this transit will pass. And, you know, the ships are behind you. They look like they're like ready to come in. So you're going to just work on this right now. Right now, just stay the course. Do your best to stay balanced. And being that Libran, it could even be that you don't show, like I said, that imperturbable face. You don't show your emotions. You keep it on the down low kind of, or inside, and keep your eye on the prize. And this other thing that's in flux that you're looking to bring in will be coming. But right now, like I say, just stay grounded and balanced while everything is going on around you. If it's a situation becomes very stormy or tumultuous, we want you to keep your pace and keep your face, like I said, balanced. And then this other thing that's out in the unseen will come into view for you. All right, now just concentrate on this one thing. And if you are juggling a few things right now, try and focus on one they're saying to keep your balance. You don't want to get knocked right off of here. You know, this wave could just come up and just pull you in at any time. So you just want to keep sure-footed here. And then after that, you know, we've had this a couple of times in our solar return readings with this Judgment card. It definitely is a major arcana, and this is talking about a period of entering a new life for you. This is being risen from the emotional dead. This is like whatever this storm was that was raging around you. You come out of this storm a new person. You've evolved from this. Perhaps you have had a period of imbalance, but you're realigned here. The opportunity is here for growth and change with whatever this is that's transpiring in your life. There always is opportunity for growth and change. It's our perception of what's happening around us that will make us either panic or stay calm. So with this card, it's saying you kept yourself entombed, like imprisoned by whatever was going on in your life. And this card is like the calling. Gabriel blows his horn to call you to something new, to let go of the past, to really release it. You know, thank it for what it was, and it no longer serves your highest purpose. You're meant for something more in your evolutionary process. This is your narrative. This is your storyline, okay, that you want to evolve to. Now, some of us will not heed the call, and some of us will not awaken. I have a Libra North Node, and that's what I seek is balance and harmony in relationships. And I have to tell you, that's the thing that usually goes out of balance in my life, and I need to seek to restore within myself. Now, there may be people that you're letting go of that you are not able to inherently get balance with, but that is their course as well. You need to stay your course, your focus, and there are people that will fall away from you in this lifetime, all throughout periods of your life, and this is one of them. You may be letting go of even a job, a career choice, a vocation or trade, a relationship, whatever it is. It's the time for you to regenerate. This is the card of like resurrection. You know, that you live, you die, and you're reborn. And we do that many times in our lives. And like I say, with each breath, we're not the same person we were the last breath. So do welcome this change in, and always ask Spirit, what good is coming out of this? Now, after that, for a period of a couple of months, you may feel like some despair. Now, you must be very careful, my dear Librans, with this mental realm, because you live so much in your head in this intellectual side of who you are that it can be your own demise. You know, you seek balance so much mentally and logically, like Spock, you know, the Vulcan. But there are times you need to go into an emotional realm too. And when this happens for you, it's devastating. You feel like you're alone, you're isolated. This could be depression, manic depression. This could be bipolar disorder. It could be something happening that you're internalizing as very tragic. You're feeling alone and unloved. This is that Mars in Gemini. And you know, when Mars is that activator, it creates things. It's that war energy. And Gemini is a mental realm. It's another air sign to you, Libra. So you must be very careful what you're creating here. The good thing I like about this, it is a 9. So this period, again, will only be for a couple of months. You may be experiencing this. And know that you're never alone. And try and really look at, what am I feeling right now versus what am I thinking? Am I creating something more intense than it is? Am I creating something that does not exist? Be very careful, because you can create what does not exist, and you do with each thought and word. So do start to focus. And even if you are feeling like, well, the relationship ended and you're heartbroken, or you're feeling like a wreck, or you're thinking the worst, know that this is something that is going on only temporarily. And just like in the past, you've survived these things. But when this is happening, look at what's happening. Ask yourself, you know, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking? What are my thoughts versus my feelings? You know, what is more realistic here? This is what we want to look at, what's really practical. You know, is this the end of my life? Is this the end of the world? Is this the end of everything for me? Or am I creating these thoughts? Okay, and what is my heart saying to me? Okay, and this is what you want to work through. And know that it will pass. It will be ending. And for some of you, it might not be that tragic. It could be news that you've been waiting for, you didn't get to hear. It could be arguments. Could be someone is ignoring you and not talking to you, returning calls at this period of time, and you're creating this. You know, you're not hearing the news you wanted about a job, or whatever. Put it in that perspective as well. And like I said, it is temporary. And then look, the following couple of months, we have this beautiful period with the Three of Cups. See, with the full moon, things were brought to light. We're here, you were living in this clouded energy of this war energy, like that Gemini with Mars is just creating really anxiety and stress. We're here with the Three of Cups. We have a more relaxed energy of feeling joy and bliss. Things were revealed to you. Things came to light. This ended. This passed. Okay, with the full moon, that's what happens. We end a series or a period of time in our life, and we're enlightened. Okay, so with this card now, with the three also, it is the result of the choice that you made. So some of you did do the work on looking at what you're feeling and what you're thinking and trying to work that out. Because this is Mercury in Cancer now. Again, Mercury is your sister signs in the air sign of Gemini, and it is an intellectual sign. But this is in Cancer, so this is the heart matter. We were talking about that, what your heart is feeling. So it looks like your heart is helping you to heal. And remember, once the heart is satisfied, the mind will be at peace. And this is a time that you're feeling relief, bliss, joy, celebration. And some of you will be celebrating with family or friends, maybe doing a little vacation or staycation. Maybe there's something, a festive event happening in a graduation, confirmation, quinceañera, a bris, you know, whatever you could be celebrating, a degree that you earned, a vocation, a trade. But this is definitely a period that's very lush for you. The skies are blue and calm, and emotionally you're feeling very much at peace and satisfied in your life, but you did this for yourself, and people are rejoicing in it with you. You're ready to charge ahead. You're really ready to break new ground. You know, and this is so like the swords. This is the Knight of Swords. This could be a younger Libran, okay? Or it could be even a younger Aquarian, you know, because this is for me 18 to 35. It could be a little older, younger, depending on the person's maturity. And it also could be like Gemini. So it could be that you're forging ahead. Hi, Ash. You could be forging ahead and you're ready to take charge with great speed and, you know, Godspeed, you know. Oop, be careful, Ash. No waiting around. You're ready to charge and go forward. So whatever this period was, this is now the opening of the door for you to go ahead and conquer the world. You're feeling mental clarity, but you're feeling enlightened. You're feeling charged up. You're feeling like you've got everything under control now, with your mind is back in balance. You've done the purging. That white horse to me is that clarity, and you're ready to go forward. And you remember that the knights are that active energy of adventure, action. They're the journey. So for you, it could be that this is definitely a journey of the mind, exploration, the epiphany, seeing things clearly and logically for what they really are, and you're ready to go forward for remembering that the king has the ideas and that the queen breathes life into them. But the knight takes up the cause for the king and the queen. So you're ready to take up this cause. This is your crusade for yourself or this person or being. Now, this could be a person rushing headlong into your life, I have to tell you. Male, female, this could be someone very dynamic and magnetic that comes into your life with great energy, youthful vibrance and vitality, and you're truly intellectually stimulated by this individual. And then for the last couple of months, you know, before your next solar return, well, again, we have the Knights of Action, all right? We know that they've taken up your cause, but this knight is very empowered here, very grounded and stable. Does have a lot of knowledge, experience. They're steadfast and true. They're resolute, hardworking and dedicated. They're very focused. You know, remember when we started the year with you, eye on the prize, but something else coming in. This is the culmination of it. Like it came to you. It's in your hand now. You've got it in your hand. You're not juggling anymore. You don't have this duality. And it's been an adventure for you in finding grounding stability and knowing who you are and how to stay grounded with yourself. This is like the student. This knight loves to learn, always learning to learn, like a sponge, absorbing knowledge. But for you, it was an adventure that took you through these last 12 months of your solar return. through a lot of growth and process, you know, especially for Librans. They need to stay balanced mentally. So you have your ups and downs here. But I'm happy to see the emotions filling up, because you don't find that many Librans. They keep their emotions in check. They're usually very quiet and not expressive, except Libran women. They're anything but that. They're usually highly expressive, voice their thoughts all the time. But with this year, it's showing that there's a lot of maturation going on here. It's going to be slow and steady progress going into the next year for you, but you do at least have manifested that which you have been looking to work on in the last 12 months. So happy solar return to our Librans and Libran-centric people. Happy birthday, Librans. I do hope you have a wonderful year, and thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. I appreciate everyone who watches my channel and subscribes. Thank you. And for anyone who's being affected by these storms anywhere in the world, it's not just the U.S., it's everywhere in the world with these cataclysmic events and weather-related events. Have you in my heart and my thoughts and prayers. Please be safe. And as always, I wish you the best.